Hey guys, it's me Stace. Welcome back to part 2 in our toilet paper mini album series. Last week we went ahead and did the cover, creating that out of cereal box board or chipboard. Cover that so the book is done. Today we're going to work on the inside covers and also our binding. So for the inside covers, for each side, left and right, you want 2 pieces of paper. These both measure 2 3/4 by 4 1/2, and they're going to go here and here. The inside binding piece, or the inside spine, is 2 3/4 by 4. That's going to go here. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my glue. I'm using art glitter glue. I'm going to take this and put it on the back of this. And you can use whatever glue you like here. You can use tacky glue, you can use your ATG gun, just a strong glue. Okay, we're going to lay this one on this side to cover up all the raw edges from our outside piece. Okay, then this piece is going to go on that side. I don't think it matters which one you lay down first. If you want to lay down your middle piece first and have these on the outside, either way is fine. Alright, that's going to go here. And again, you need 2 of these, and these both measure 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. And I will have a blog post today with all the sizes and a link to last week's blog post. Alright, so they're nice and down. Let's do our inside, or this spine. So this is 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. This is 2 3/4 by 4. And we're just going to kind of center that between the 2 of them. Okay. Get it down there really well. Now you want to take your book again. I'm going to grab a bone folder as well. Take that, just kind of hold the center and just lift this up so you can kind of see where that fold is. And lift it up, and I'm just going to go back in here and kind of squish that paper down. You can take your bone folder if you want to. This is where I think it helps to use a wet glue. Alright, so we have that side done. The same for this one. Just kind of give it a little crease so you can see where the fold is. And I'm going to squish this down some more. Fold that up. Okay, yours can be a little bit neater than mine, but that's good for me. Okay? Just make sure it's down there really, really well. That your book opens, all that. Alright, now we have the binding system. This is from Laura, I think it's Laura Dennison from Following the Paper Trail. This is known as Stack the Deck binding system. You will need 3 pieces. I just chose all white. These measure 1 3/4 by 2 3/4, 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And you want to score each one at 3/4 of an inch on both ends. Okay? So now we're going to take our bone folder, or finger press them first. And you want to have them go both ways. This is what's going to hold our toilet paper rolls on to our book. Okay, so we have that one there. Then this one. I'm just folding them both ways. And again, I will have all the sizes on my blog post. Okay. Alright, now we have that. Now you want to take a really strong glue. I'm using sticky strip. You can use the red line tape or score tape. You just want to use a really strong glue here. I'm going to put my pin back on my art glitter glue there. Okay. Now you're going to take this, flip each one over, and you're going to put this strip in the center of those 2 score marks. So if you can see, I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. See the score mark there in the middle? That's where my glue is going to go. Or my strip. Okay, so there's right there. And I'm going to do the same thing on each one. So this is a little bit wider. I'm going to use 2 pieces of this on here. And this one I'll use 3. I'm going to go right to the edge where the score mark is. Okay, so they're all covered. Now I'll take my bone folder and just give each one a little bit of rub on that tape. Okay, now I'm going to take the tape off the back of one of them, the smallest one. If you have any tape hanging over, just kind of tuck it under. And we're going to line this up on top of the next size piece. Okay, so just line up this, the center of this with the center of that. I kind of like put it on my mat here, my grid mat. This way I can kind of eyeball it. Okay, because you want it to be close to center as possible. Just kind of put that down like that and give it a good squish. Now we have 2 pieces attached. Okay, now I'll take the backing off of these guys. Okay, again, any extra glue you have, just fold it over. and take this one and you're going to stack on top of this one. So again, I'm going to line up those score marks on my mat here. Kind of hold it with my pinky, then grab this piece and center it on there. Okay, and just give it a good rub. Okay, so now all three of them are attached. That's what's going to create, this is what's going to hold our rolls on. So that's going to create the binding. Okay, so I just want to go in there and just give each one a good fold. Yep, I kind of stuck together there. Yeah, I have extra glue there. If you have any extra glue, just take your finger and just kind of give it a rub. I glue where it wasn't supposed to be. I guess I went over the edge a little bit. Okay, you want to make sure each one moves freely. Okay, and I can see they all do move nice. Now you want to put glue or that tape on each side of these pieces. Okay, so I'm going to work on this one. Okay, so on top here, now I do apologize, I'm using what I should have used a darker color, but I'm just putting a strip of tape on the end of each flap. Okay, so there's my first two flaps. I have adhesive here on the very end and the very end here, and I'm going to do it on this side as well. So both sides of the flap get this adhesive on it. Okay, and again here you want to use a strong adhesive. Okay, so I'm going to put it there, and I'm just going to the end of each flap. Okay, bring this one forward, put it on the end of this one. Okay, and the end of this one. Because each one of these flaps is a page, so you need it to be double-sided so our toilet paper tube will fit in there and stay. Okay, so bring this one down. Alright, so this whole half is done. I'm going to go back to the other side. Okay, this side. And this one, and our last one here. This side of it and then the back side. And again, I'm going right up to that raw edge. Okay, that is all done. Okay, so we have tape on every flap, both sides. Now you want to take your scissors and we're going to miter the corners. Okay, so I'm going to fold it all up, and I want to go right to that fold. So I'm going to go pretty good miter, pretty wide. Okay, just like that. So that flap, this flap, every flap gets a miter. So I'm just doing one side first. Okay, this side. So all that is nicely mitered. Flip it over and do the other side as well. They don't need to be perfect. Just want to make sure they're mitered so our toilet paper tube fits in there. Okay, that is all done. All right, so now we're going to attach this to this. This is the hardest part because you want to make sure this goes on there straight. So I'm going to take my book again. I'm just going to center on my grid mat there. Take my paper off the back. Again, any glue hanging over, just flip to the back side. Okay, I'm going to kind of hold it up because I want to have this shape. Okay, just kind of plop it on there in the middle. Now this is going to be even with your paper, so you can use it as a guide. So I'm going to kind of work with the bottom first. I can see where my folds are in my book. I'm going to center this down here and just lightly tap it. Then just going to look at the top to make sure it's somewhat straight. Okay, I think that looks pretty good to me. So now I'm going to go in there and push everything down. Make sure it's all stuck really well. Okay, what do we have at time? 10 minutes. Okay, so we have all that done. So our book is done, our binding is done. So you can see each one of these flaps is going to hold a page, or a toilet paper tube in our case. So I think we're going to go ahead and cover this. We'll do one today. So this measures, mine measure 2 3/4 by 4. So my paper is going to be a quarter inch smaller. So 2 1/2 by 3 3/4, I guess, right? Okay, so I'm going to do 2 pieces that measure that. So 3 3/4 first, which is right here. And then 2 3/4. And let's grab another one. I'll do this one. Where are we at? 3 3/4. And all I'm using is a 6x6 paper. You can probably do the whole book with a 6x6 paper pack. So what was that? 2.5? Was that? No, 2.5 I need to be. Okay, 2.5 in the width. Let's do this one here. So save all your scraps because you can use them for pockets or just for decoration. Okay, so save all those pieces. All right, now I'm going to cover this before I put it in there. Because if I mess up here, I can always redo this. I can't redo it once it's in the book. All right, so just kind of eyeball this where you want it. And if you want a pocket on it, we're going to do that in a minute. We'll do it on the other side. So I'm going to put my glue on one side. Now if you want to, you can also ink your toilet paper tubes to give them more dimension. I'm just kind of leaving it the way it is. Okay, we're going to center this on this piece. Okay, just like that. Just give it a rub. Make sure everything stays. I like kind of flipping it over and giving it a rub on this side. You know, we'll have this side be our pocket. So I'm going to take this piece. Now what I want to do is put score tape on the part that I'm going to punch out. So I'm just going to put 2 pieces of score tape on the very end. This way when I punch through this, I'll still have adhesive all the way around it. Okay? So I'm just going to do that, give it a little bit of rub. Take the backing off of that one. And this one. Again, fold under any glue you have. Take my wet glue and then put it on the bottom, or the rest of it. So I want the part that has that sticky strip to be the part that goes to the top. Okay, so I'm going to put that right here. I'm going to punch a hole or a finger notch in that part here. Okay, so again, give it a nice little rub, make sure everything is good to go. I'm going to open it up. Take a 3/4 inch circle punch. You can also probably use a 1/2 inch circle punch. I'm just going to eyeball it in there and halfway in and punch. And that way that creates a little pocket. That's why we have the sticky strip there. That way the paper doesn't curl up. Okay, again, I'm going to go ahead and close this. All right, now we're going to attach this to this part. Now the easiest way I found to do this, let me clear the decks here, is open it up. So I'm working on the far left flap. Okay, we have adhesive here and adhesive here. I'm going to take the adhesive off one side and then grab something I can, like a little pick. I'm using the Cricut thing. So take the adhesive off one end. Okay, put your tube in there the way you want it to go. So you want the front to be the pocket. Now just open my tube up, bring this in, and hold it on the ends. Don't allow it to have that stick to the tape yet. Just gonna hold it there, eyeball it. Make sure it's straight, left and right here. I think it looks pretty good. Then go ahead and push it down. Okay? Just go ahead and give it a nice little rub. That way that toilet paper tube sticks to the end. Now you want to flip it around this way because we have an opening here. Come in with like a little pick. Open it up, and it is forgiving. And just kind of go in there and grab that strip. Okay, I just had it. There we go. So grab that little strip. Sometimes the hardest part. Grab that, take that piece out. I didn't get it all. Get back in there again, make sure I got it all. You can also use a wet glue here if you want to. Okay, so grab that and just go ahead and give this a squish. And I like kind of just holding it here. And I think I'm a tad bit crooked, but I think I'll be okay with it. Again, I'm just kind of showing you guys the idea. Okay, so that's in there nice and good. So now we have our cover and our first page, our first pocket. Okay, we'll come back and we'll add flaps and pockets and tags to go inside here. Now, because this is toilet paper tube, I wouldn't recommend putting a tag with a photo inside of it. I'd maybe put the photos on the outside, only because I'm not sure how acid-free toilet paper tubes are, but you guys get the idea. Okay, so we're going to do the same exact thing for each one of these. And again, I recommend working one tube at a time. In case you mess up with this one, you can always redo it. You can't really redo it when it's attached there. Alright, so there you have it, guys. There is video number 2 in our series. Any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.